Welcome to the Saga of Old How to Play Guide by Mitchell Turner. The components list is as follows: 16 warrior cards, 16 unique saga cards, 16 single socket saga cards, 32 single socket equipment cards, 24 double cards, 8 quad socket equipment cards, 10 kill cards, 10 resurrect cards, and 2 dice. Now, the cards that are on screen will not necessarily be in the final version. You also can add and take away cards from the deck if you do not wish to use them. So for the preparation of Saga of Old, you will need to separate the warrior cards from the rest of the deck. Mind that Saga of Old is a 2 to 4 player game. It will not work on your own, you will need other people to play with you. Shuffle all of the remaining cards into a single deck, named the draw deck. This will then be placed in the centre of the table, or just the general playing area in which everyone will be seated around. Deal 3 cards to each player randomly from the warrior deck. Place 2 dice into the centre of the table. This is all you need to do, and then you can begin the game. This is an example of the game layout. Players will have their 3 characters on the table in front of them. The draw deck will be on the left, the saga deck will be on the right. This doesn't necessarily matter. The dice will be in the middle so all players can access them. This is the turn order. You begin with the draw phase, also known as the upkeep, the card placement phase, the combat phase, the card placement phase again, we will get into that, and the end phase. So the draw phase, or upkeep. At the start of the draw phase, a player will take 1 card from the draw deck in the middle of the table. Death and Revive cards can be cast during the draw phase, whereas Revive this turn will not be able to attack. After drawing a card, the draw phase is complete. If a player has 1 or less cards in their hand, they draw 2 cards that turn. So the card placement phase, first and second. 1 or 2 cards can be placed either in the first or second placement phase, for a total of 2 cards per player's turn. This means that a player cannot play more than 2 cards per turn. Players can place equipment cards on their warriors or other players' warriors to give or take away an advantage. If a strong warrior has a lot of sockets aligned, you can use your cards to essentially remove the bonuses that they would get. Saga cards can be placed on individual characters, both enemy and friendly, or in the centre of the table on the saga pile. Cards get placed directly on top of warrior cards, aligning the sockets below and above. Because the cards are aimed to be see-through, you will be able to see the socket below due to that. No more than 4 cards can be placed on a single character at a single time. A total of 4 cards have been placed. The bottom card will be placed onto the draw pile. When a player does put it on the draw pile, they'll put it on the bottom. When equipment is placed on a warrior, if the sockets align, it will add a +1 modifier to the warrior's attack and defense dice rolls. This will be +2 if 2 sockets align, to give a total of 4 if all sockets align. Saga cards can also give a modifier which is found in the bottom right hand corner of the card. 2 equipment cards can be assigned to a single warrior. Combat is measured by equipment plus the rolls from 2 dice. A player will roll a single die to determine how many warriors can attack during their attack phase. A player does not have to attack with all or any of their warriors if they so desire. Rolling a 1 to 2 will be 1 warrior, 3 to 4 2 warriors, and a 5 to 6 3 warriors. A player will then decide which warrior of an enemy they wish to attack. The defending player will roll 2 dice and add the modifier of their warrior. If they fail to defend, the warrior will die. The end phase. The turn will end after the second card placement phase, following the combat phase. The reason there is 2 card placement phases is due to if a player wishes to play 1 card before their attack phase and another card after their attack phase. This gives variety to turns. Upon the turn ending, the turn passes to the player on the right, going in a counterclockwise motion. The cards break down. The saga cards, the character cards, equipment cards, revive cards, and instant attack cards. These are all of the cards that are in the game. When placing cards onto characters, it will look a bit like this. If you were to see underneath, you would see that all of the sockets would align with the Ironside defense, along with Bjorn Ironside. However, if the bloody armor is placed on top, as you can see, it has a top icon which is different. This would mean this is null and void, so there would only be a 3 modifier plus the +1 that was in the right hand corner. Revive and instant attack cards can be played instantly. In turn, they can be played at any time in another player's turn. However, 2 cards must not have been cast in the player's last turn. This means that if a player has played 1 card, they would be able to play an instant attack or revive card during another player's turn. The win conditions and the lose conditions. To win the game, a player must be the last one standing amongst the rest of the opponents. When a player's warriors are all dead, the player is out of the game unless they have a resurrect card in their hand. However, they must cast it before the start of what would be their next turn. Instant attack spells can be used to remove a player from the game if they successfully kill a player's last warrior. Thank you very much for watching.